I also want to say, Fins Up Nubbins here has a interesting comment. And they say, Culler, I'm in a Cardinals Facebook group. I've had some tell me Tua is better than Kyler. They're saying the same shit we are. It blew my mind. Which is interesting, Fins Up Nubbins, because the idea got brought up last night about Kyler Murray, and what whether we should pursue or whatnot if somebody like him became available. And my first instinct was that it's a sideways move. And this is nothing. Again, this is why I don't call myself a hater.
I agree with that.
This is a case where, for whatever reason, Kyler's limited, and that was proven out against San Francisco in the playoffs. The type of offense they have to run to make him successful, whatever it may be. Now, I understand DeAndre's was hurt and not really there most of the season. That's something to be said, but. I think honestly we'd probably be having this the same discussion if Kyler Murray was our quarterback than if Tua was. Maybe there might be a little more production because of the lack of his legs or whatnot, and also that
because of his, I agree with you, Culler.
But my biggest problem with Kyler Murray right out of the gate was exactly that. Like, I think the kid's a great athlete. It's just that, we see running backs run out of gas after year 3. I mean, he has a very short leg stride. And it's nothing to knock him. It's just to say it takes him more steps to do the same speed, which makes him an even more exceptional athlete. The fact that he can pull it off in the NFL.
He's a baseball player.
But that at some point, the human body is just going to run out of that energy, out of that gas. Not to say that he wouldn't still run circles around the average person, but to keep that just that edge you need in the NFL. So he's going to also need to evolve his game. And I think that we may end up seeing some of the similar stepping stones that Tua is experiencing now earlier on, because he doesn't utilize the legs to buy himself time the way Kyler does. Kyler kind of has a style similar to Russell Wilson, and I think this is what people really want out of Tua, is this ability to roll out of the pocket right away and see the field that way, and or set yourself up lanes to see out of, to just bomb this thing. You know what I mean? And I understand where they're coming from, but we all have to remember it's the same with the comparisons to Drew Brees. Well, Drew Brees wasn't this or that until this or that. And you look at their body frame, and they're almost identical. But we also have to remember that, I look like a lot of people too. Drew Bertrand looks like a lot of people. I'm sure Wicked looks like a lot of different people. But we're all sitting here talking about playing football, and we're not playing it. So the bottom line is, you can look like somebody. That doesn't mean you're ever going to translate to being that person.
I'm about Kyler Murray's size.
He looks like Drew Brees, so he can be Drew Brees, or he looks like Russell Wilson, so he can be Russell. That's actually so stereotypical. It's unreal and so unfair to Tua. Just let him be him.
It's unfair to every
If it's good enough, it's good enough. If it's not, it's not. He ain't going to be the first person ever drafted in the first round that wasn't NFL material or let's say elite star material, because I don't want to go that far.
I think there was a lot of
videos I've seen the last couple of days. I definitely think that athlete in those videos is NFL material.